Hello everybody! Well, here we are with the final fight for the Mount Hua competition for the Blue Dragon server for November 2015, and we have CallMeKing, who's in the Ancient Tomb sect. He'll be facing off against Swa9Lord, who is in the Bloodblade clan. So what kind of fight are we going to see out of these two? I'm expecting a join finger showdown, frankly. CallMeKing has been developing his join finger in combination with a few other skills to be extra effective. Swa9Lord seems to have a very well developed and leveled join finger as well. So it just makes sense that we're going to see a whole lot of it. And straight away it is join finger stun for CallMeKing. He stuns Swa9Lord, who then replies with his own join finger. Not a whole lot of damage done right yet. I'm expecting a whole lot of join finger trading back and forth. There's a parry break though, and some more join finger. Eats a little bit of CallMeKing's health, but he quickly catches up with his own reply. There's another stun from CallMeKing. No follow-up as of yet. Comes in with more join finger. Same reply from Swa9Lord. Both of them are on about 80% health now. No one's really pulling ahead yet. 11,000 versus 10,000 points of damage done. Still very close as well. There's another parry break and the rage at a Swa9Lord. This is where it's really going to count. Who can get those rages? Who can get those stuns? CallMeKing was down to a third health, but he Pegasus straight away. Ate a little more damage for that, but still is above Swa9Lord as far as health goes. Lots of running around here. Another stun for CallMeKing. There's a little bit of lag happening here, so these guys are playing very fast with their flying skills. And it's ending up not looking so hot on our end. But they are still just trading that join finger skill back and forth at this point. Vying for position. There's a parry break though. And 100 transformations coming out of Swa9Lord. He's getting a little bit of damage done with that. Has CallMeKing down to almost 75%. But CallMeKing is replying in kind with 100 transformations. Does a bit of damage to Swa9Lord as well. Has him at about 80% at this point. Continues with a few more 100 transformations. Swa9Lord comes back with the rage of the join finger. Has CallMeKing down to a third health. And stunned. Is this going to be it for CallMeKing? A few more hits land from Swa9Lord. He is down to a 16th health. He is replying with his own attacks instead of Pegasusing. He needs to get a Pegasus in here straight away, down to less than 2,000 points of health and stun. This should be it. There's a Circle the Moon from Swa9Lord. More join finger, and that's it. Perhaps CallMeKing was really trying for the attack when maybe he should have been a little more conservative. But it's always a gamble at that point. If you're conservative, you give your opponent a chance to recoup as well. If you're aggressive, you might be able to just push him over the end while you're on the brink yourself. So, bit of a gamble there. Does not pay off for CallMeKing. Pretty much these two competitors are fairly even when it comes to the amount of damage they can deal out. Just pure raw damage. Well, it'll really come down to skill, I think, and who can get the most of those hits to land. Who can get the most of those rages to land, rather. So we're fighting again. There's an immediate stun from Swa9Lord. Nicely done. Nicely timed. More join finger coming out of him. And the reply from CallMeKing as well evens things up. And there looks like they're going back into their trade back and forth with the nine palace fingers. Yeah, join finger skill. But there goes the first rage from Swa9Lord. Brings CallMeKing down to just over a third health. There is the rage reply from CallMeKing. Only brings Swa9Lord down to about 50% health. Definitely a health difference there and a damage difference. Although 15,000 versus 22,000, I would say it's more in the damage of Swa9Lord than it is in the health. But he definitely has an advantage here when it comes to amount of damage done per move. And there's a nice knock out of the air with using the plum blossoms in the wind. Another Circle the Moon though, and more flying around. More 100 transformations coming out of Swa9Lord. Not getting a whole lot of damage done. Just chipping away slowly at CallMeKing's health. Both of them trying for the stun. The stun will give them a bit of an advantage, but if they can combine it with a rage, that'll really be what sinks home a definite hit for them. As it is right now, they're really just trading back and forth, sort of like two boxers when they're circling around the ring. They're both throwing punches, but no one's really made a big move yet. And they continue to trade back and forth here, vying for position and timing. No stun, none of those stuns land. More joint finger back and forth. Lots of circling. There's a pluck. The Peacock's Bloom from Swa9Lord. He is now down to almost 50%. CallMeKing is at about 75. So things are not progressing quite in his favor, but only a little bit. A few more joint finger attacks. There's the parry break, and the follow-up brings things about even. Both of them are just above 50%. But there goes the rage from Swa9Lord. Has him down to a third health. Has CallMeKing down to a third health, but he manages the Pegasus and Circle the Moon, brings him back up above 50%. Swa9Lord, Pegasus, and Circles the Moon, and brings him almost up to full health. So he is definitely pulling ahead here. But there's the stun from CallMeKing and the follow-up. Going to get a few free hits in there against Swa9Lord. Swa9Lord's coming in with more joint finger, of course. There's a parry break. Not a really good follow-up from CallMeKing, though. Swa9Lord does not suffer a whole lot for that. Gets the rage, though, full in the mouth, and brings him down to 50%. But Swa9Lord returns the rage. It is blocked by CallMeKing, but does enough damage to bring him down to a third health. There's another rage from CallMeKing. There's a pluck right at the end. Not quite perfect timing. The pluck landed just as the last hit came in, so he got a little bit of healing, brought him just above 50%. Another Pegasus, another Circle the Moon. Swa9Lord is definitely getting those Circles the Moon in there. I wonder if it's possible to copy Circle the Moon as the copy skill for the joint fingers. That'd be pretty interesting. That'd be a pretty potent combination. So more goosing, another stun from CallMeKing lands, and the follow-up hits Swa9Lord, brings him down to about 75%. CallMeKing is on less than a third health, but there's the rage. Second follow-up rage, and that's it. So CallMeKing started a rage there to bring down Swa9Lord, brought him down to 50%, but Swa9Lord initiated his rage as well, almost at the same time, and that was enough to finish off CallMeKing. So, Swa9Lord will take first place, CallMeKing will be second, and that has been the Mount Hua competition for the Blue Dragon server for November 2015. Definitely a joint finger heavy sort of Mount Hua, but I believe next month we'll definitely be seeing some of those Ancient Tomb Sects and Bloodblade Clan skills coming out. Whether or not they'll be effective, that is a whole other issue. We'll have to see how they do in the hands of the Mount Hua competitors. And just because a skill isn't any good in Mount Hua does not mean that it's not good in the rest of the game. There's lots of AoE skills that aren't really suitable for 1v1 combat, that are more suited for more group situations. So, and even skills that are better at PvE than PvP. So who knows which one of those the new skill sets are going to fall into, but I have a sneaking suspicion that they're probably going to be at least one good PvP one-on-one skill in there somewhere. So we'll have to see. Until then, I want to say thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. Bye-bye.